breaking news of a new court filing showing former President Trump is facing insurmountable difficulties in obtaining a bond to pay a nearly $500 million civil fraud judgment. The judge ordered Trump to pay $355 million plus interest after holding him liable for a decade's worth of business with fraudulent financial statements that overvalued his real estate holdings and hyped his wealth. ABC News senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky joins me now, along with ABC News senior reporter Catherine Falders. Aaron, the Trump Organization's general counsel says Trump is financially stable and that he maintains substantial assets. So what's the latest and how does that factor into this bond?
Assuming those things are true, the problem, according to a new court filing, Diane, is that no insurance company wants to underwrite a bond using Trump's real estate holdings as collateral. Trump says that as financially stable as he is, the amount of the bond, nearly $500 million, makes it impossible for him to secure it only with cash, which is what an underwriter would typically prefer. He'd like to put up some of his real estate holdings, but no company, not even Chubb, the insurance giant that's underwriting his bond in the E. Jean Carroll case, is willing to accept it as collateral. And so his attorneys are asking the judge to allow Trump to post a bond in a far lesser amount that would be easier for him to obtain.
Catherine, how could this affect Trump's other legal challenges?
Well, look, I don't think it directly affects any of his other legal challenges. We know the bond in the E. Jean Carroll case is covered. For example, we know that his legal fees are being paid through his PAC, and that's where he's getting the money for his attorneys there. So I don't think it has a direct implication, but I think what's significant here is that his attorneys are essentially acknowledging that he is facing some financial trouble, and they've cultivated this image of former President Trump as a billionaire. Clearly, he's having a difficult time paying this.
Aaron, what are the next steps here?
Trump still has to figure out a bond if he wants to appeal the civil fraud judgment, which by all counts he certainly does, because his attorneys believe there was really no harm. There were no victims. Nobody lost money here. It was simply him with fraudulent financial statements and the Attorney General's office trying to hold him accountable. And the judge sided with the Attorney General's office, so he has to come up with something. He's counting on the appellate court to make it a smaller bond than the judge originally set, but there's no guarantee they're going to do that. So he faces a deadline coming up just days from now.
Catherine, a judge is also set to hold a hearing this afternoon in Dominion Voter Systems' latest defamation lawsuit. What can we expect to happen there?
This is a lawsuit against Trump allies, including the CEO of MyPillow, Mike Lindell, including Rudy Giuliani, for example. This is more of a status hearing. It's one of the many defamation lawsuits Dominion has brought. The big question is whether Giuliani, Lindell, people like Sidney Powell, do they show up here today? The hearing will be mainly about logistics moving forward in the case.
All right, Aaron Katersky, Catherine Falders, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.